What's up guys, Sis here for Nostalgia Button. In today's video I am heading to the final vintage modern toy fair at the Malvern Town Hall. Going to be checking out all the vendors, all the collectibles, all the toys, all the vintage and modern goodness you can handle. So stay tuned, check it out with me one more time this year. Let's go. I made my way to the Malvern Town Hall for the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. Strap in, buttoners, this is going to be a long one. 50 minutes I think I've clocked this video at, so if you've seen the timestamp, you already know there's so many toys. And this is a very big snapshot of the day. I tried to capture absolutely everything, and I know I missed some stuff. G'day, brother. I went straight in and I just started filming the very first stall. And they had some soft toys, lots of soft toys. Look, it's Bluey. It's Bluey. Or is that his dad or her dad? Who knows? There's some My Little Ponies there. My girls love My Little Ponies. There's Rainbow Dash right there with the rainbow mane. Yes, I know the characters. There's Pinkie Pie, the crazy one. Oh, Pinkie, you're mental. That's some really cool stuff though, some vintage Disney stuff here at this store. This is the very first one, as you saw as you walk in the door. There's Tweety Bird right there, $1. You could have taken Tweety Bird home if you were there for $1. You know, just so you know. We've got Old Mate here. I don't know who that is, but he looks very, very cool. Lots of soft toys. There's a pop vinyl I put my hand on. Not sure who that is. Lots of pop vinyls you'll see here. Pop vinyls. I think this bloke is from Assassin's Creed. There's SpongeBob there at the back and just a random basic AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Look at him with his grin. $5 all day long. That's actually a bargain for a basic. $5. Look, there's a new school Skeletor. There's Yoshi hiding. A Death Star. Oh, there's T-Rex. There is a T-Rex. That's how my daughter says T-Rex at the moment. T-Rex. There's Princess Leia. There's a puzzle. Pretty sure I've actually owned this or own it. It's the droids. $10. Star Wars puzzle on Tatooine all day long. And they had this awesome stormtrooper. Quite a pretty big scale, but you can see it's a very, very well sculpted stormtrooper there. Very, very cool. This next stand here had some horror figures, perfect for Halloween. Look at that. It's Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And also he had The Fog as well. And this seller actually mentioned that he'd seen me purchase a Slave Leia last week at the Geelong Toy Fair and offered me this. But I had to actually decline because I'm not a pop guy. And the whole day I was umming and ahhing and umming and ahhing. And you know what? If it's still there next time, I might take it home because it is a Slave Leia and I do collect her. But I had to leave it there on the day. So maybe if it's there next time, I might pick her up. I stayed with this stall for a little longer and I put my hand on SmackDown, Just Bring It on PlayStation 2. I played this game so many times. Love that title. Love that game so much. What else did he have? He had this Street Fighter 2 Chun-Li metal die-cast figure. Super rad. And Donkey Kong Racing on Nintendo 64. That was rad. Mario Kart as well there I see. There it is on Nintendo 64. Such a great title. Loads of old school games. And he had, you always got to check out the tubs at the bottom. You never know what kind of treasure you're going to find in the tubs. We've got Star-Lord there. Massive scale of Star-Lord with his mask on. And some loose pop vinyls here. Lots of pop vinyls at this stand. And finally, we had Ant-Man and the Wasp. Marvel Legends. And here we have Kadav Collectibles. Kadav Cadaver Collectibles. And they had so many Street Sharks, Mighty Max. And look at this. What is this she's handing me? WWF bungees all wrapped up. It was a gift. They gifted this to the channel. It was so sweet of them. So you'll see me unpack this at the end of the vlog, but you got to stick around to the end to see what is in this mystery gift. Thank you so much again. Oh my goodness. I stuck around at Kadav Collectibles for a little while longer to check out their entire stand. Some loose TMNT figures. Earthworm Jim there on the left. Some awesome Street Sharks as well, which I was showing you earlier. But so many toyetic toys here on this stand. Look at these Street Sharks. Old mate's got wheels for arms. Mighty Max, some loose Mighty Max figures, or play sets I should say. And this great Street Sharks with a vehicle. You don't see the vehicles every day. That is cool. Had a lot of this on display here as well. Some Aliens figures there. They also had some Predator, Last Action Hero figures, Chucky, Friday the 13th. Very much a horror theme with Cadaver Collectibles. There's the Turtle Wagon there. This random SummerSlam Rock figure, and this great official WWF Bendham's Mabel. Look at him, $40. That's a bargain for that mint on card Bendham. He also had some wrestling there at the back. I see a SmackDown carded Triple H, some Star Trek figs, China, Sable, The Rock on the SmackDown carding, as well as Chris Jericho, I believe. Mask figures and a vehicle and a Star Trek haul as well.
Oh, Billy's got some Hasbros here. Look at that. Repo Man. That's the model.
The model Rick Martel.
Martel there.
Matador.
Oh, nice. Yeah, look at the paint on him.
Perfect. No yellow on the hands at all.
Oh, does Razor have his chain?
No.
Oh, but still, I don't have that even without his chain. That's a rare boy. Look, actually, no, I think I did eventually pick him up. I can't remember. Too many Hasbros, mate.
Too many Hasbros.
Too many Hasbros. Yeah, nice. Virgil. Wow.
They're nice and clean.
Yeah, super
This one
clean.
here, there's no yellow on the chest.
Yeah, IRS. Look at that. In the baggie. Look at his face. Oh, Billy, you legend. And look, you got your dad holding the Terminator 2.
It's not my dad.
It's not your dad?
It's my mate.
No?
It's my mate.
It's your mate. And you got... Wow, look at that. Look at that Frankenstein. My God. Wow, thanks, lads.
After catching up with Billy and stitching up his mate, sorry mate, I know it's not your dad. I get that a lot as well. Whenever John and I share a stand, a lot of people think John's my dad. And it's always pretty funny. Here's a Hello Kitty branded Game Boy. What? And the see-through case, remember that one? The see-through case Game Boy? The Game Boy Color there. A Color N64, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, Sega Master System 2. These guys had some cool old school consoles. Super Nintendo there, both versions, the Aussie and the American. This was Nexus Toys and Collectibles. What else did they have on offer? Mario Paint. They had the Nintendo Entertainment System with the special offer sticker. How cool is that? Some controllers for your N64, a Zapper gun, and the vendor actually mentioned that they had some VHS of wrestling that I would like to check out, and I did. The Three Faces of Holy VHS tape there, which I actually already own. I'm pretty sure I already own this Stone Cold one as well. Super cool to see at the toy fair. And they had this Super Slams WWF Coliseum video as well. And they also had Power Rangers in Space on VHS. You gotta love it. Here's a panning shot from the front side of the Melbourne Town Hall, so you can see the scope and scale of the event. So much goodness. This vendor had some loose wrestling figures, so I always like to have a little bit of a dive in a loose wrestling figure tub. What did they have? They had Rob Van Dam there. Ruthless Aggression era stuff. A lot of this is here's Rico. Chuck him back. Oh, lots of random wrestling figures here that I put my hand on. What else can we find? Oh, yeah, there we go. There's another one there. Now, this vendor coming up here had some really cool stuff. Loads of cool stuff. They had this really big money box there on the back. I don't know what it is, but it's this giant green gaping monster with a big wide grin. I'm assuming it's a money box. If it is, you steal the money quite easily out of it. But super, super cool. Quite unusual. Freddy Krueger hand there, I believe, for a candy bowl for Halloween, which is perfect for just around the corner. That is Halloween. Tongue lasher on the retro carding there for a new release of the Masters of the Universe. $5 a pack for Season 2 X-Files cards. This seller had a lot of great figures in the bag. I always like it when they put it in the bags, and you can clearly see that they've got all the accessories. There's some vintage TMNT, all of the vintage TMNT there in one. Loads of stuff. I was looking through it and I asked if he had any real Ghostbusters, but he didn't. But I kept hunting anyway. There's some Terminator 2 for Scott Crusher. I know he has a collection of those bad boys. There's the cop there. Pretty sure that one morphs into something. There's someone getting blasted away. The T2 there. One with the carding as well, which was cool to see. What else did they have? This robot, Omnibot. I'm pretty sure this is a smaller version of the Omnibot because we had the Omnibot as a kid, but it was a lot bigger than this. So I think maybe this was a smaller version, but so cool. Here's another panning shot of the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair from not the balcony, but from the stage. Look at that. This vendor actually had a Stephanie McMahon figure, Minton card in the blue dress. Such a cool WWF figure there on the heat carding. And also a Billy Gunn, fully loaded WrestleMania on the card. How cool.
Not Hair Zoe.
Oh,
It's main friend group Zoe.
there you go. Who knew?
Hello.
He was Simon at the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. And we've just got here. It's only what, like 9:45? What is it?
Yeah, what time did you get here, mate?
9:30.
I got here. Oh, okay, I got here before you.
There you go.
It was about 20 past, mate.
Well, I'm coming all the way from Epping. It's a bit of a hike.
I'm Baronia, man. I'm
Baronia? I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, I know. This is the made-up place. It's the made-up place.
And we were just mentioning, if you're a fan of both of our channels, we were mentioning on your vlog that it's hard. It's getting harder for us to actually choose something at these events because our collections are so expansive.
Yeah. And it's overwhelming sometimes when there's so much, like when you go to these things and there's so much good stuff, but you've only got so much money to spend.
Yeah.
I mean, one day YouTube will pay for it all and it'll all be tax deductible.
So much coin will be coming for the toy collectors of Melbourne.
I know, that's right.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this now, man.
Oh, dude, I've got
Even
a
my-
gift. Someone's gifted me something.
There you go.
So you'll see that at the end of my vlog.
There you go,
It's so
teaser.
sweet.
Even my brother I caught up with yesterday. So people have watched my channel. I've done a couple of videos on my brother's toy collection because he's a huge toy collector.
Yeah.
And he was like, that guy, he's got his hair kind of like mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's his dog.
But, the samurai look.
So,
Wow, there you go.
that's right.
Well, guys, let's keep hunting for some toys. Thank you, Simon. Make sure you sub to this guy. He's the best. The best of the best.
After checking out Simple Simon there, I stopped off at this Sanrio stand. Sophie wasn't there, but this person was selling quite a lot of Sanrio stuff. I know my daughter loves Cinema Roll, but a lot of that stuff was super expensive, So we'll have to wait until the price comes down on the old Cinema Roll stuff, I believe. But there was quite a few there. There you go. Look, another Cinema Roll there. A lot of Hello Kitty stuff. Lots and lots of plush Hello Kitties. Now, Shane O'Mac. Shane, the LJN whisperer of Australia, had so many LJNs, so many Bendhams. Look at that minty Mankind. That looks like he's just been ripped off the card. A lot of them look so good. Shane's a really great seller here. I always like to see him at these events. He always has such cool things on offer, not just wrestling, but also lots of other vintage toys. Some turtles there as well. Looks like an Arnold Schwarzenegger there I just missed. Dukes of Hazzard mint on card. You'll see here now he's got the Mosquito. I am hunting for that one, but he is an expensive one. But he's just so cool with the blood in the breastplate. And I'm pretty sure there's a gimmick where you can actually get the blood to pump through the chest cavity there, which is pretty cool. He had those two giant LJN, Rowdy Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan figures on the day as well. These are super rare. I have the Hasbro versions of those, but not the LJNs. Now, I can't remember this seller's name, but I've bought stuff off him before. I'm too embarrassed to ask his name now because it's been years that I've known the bloke. So I'm so sorry, but he always has real Ghostbusters stuff because he's a real Ghostbusters collector like myself. And he had this bag of real Ghostbusters for sale for $150, but most of these figures I already have. But I just wanted to get them all on the vlog here because you just don't see these every day in Australia. Super Fright features, Screaming Heroes Peter there, another Screaming Heroes Ray. That's a Super Fright features of Egon, which is super cool to see. There's another Screaming Heroes Egon, a lot of doubles in there. So whoever bought it could potentially split it up and sell it and make some coin. But look, there's another one, Winston. What else did I find in here? Yeah, see, he had some of these Brain Blaster pieces, but I don't actually have the Brain Blaster. So there's Janine Melnitz's Fright features, a regular Fright features Egon missing his tie, but that's very common with that piece. Wow, I could have kept digging, but I left them alone. I then stopped off at Giani and Lucas's stand. Giani and I had a quick chat about this figure. This is the Kevin Owens Elite 66, and that's actually the chase. The other one had just KO or Fight Anyone or something like that on the t-shirt. There's a white edge, super cool to see. Here's a Defining Moments Kane. This is a Ringside exclusive. This is a brand new figure, and Gianni already had it on sale on his stand. I am a Kane guy, but he just won't fit in my collection. I've got too many Kanes. Oh, wow, but so cool to see that in person so soon after its release. What else did he have? Not just wrestling. He had these two Harley Quinn figures for sale, which were very, very cool. This other one here as well in a different look. Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn, $100 all day long. What else? He had a lot of bagged up wrestlers at the bottom here of his stand. There's RVD. Who else did he have? He had this Cody Rhodes as well, which was cool, in the alternate trunks. Lots of stuff. Who else did he have? He had the Major Brothers there. Look, there's Kurt Hawkins. What's going on there? The Fig Exchange, Lucas had this great Hasbro ring for sale with the flag there. As you can see, it was only missing one ring post. And he also had these.
What are those, dude?
Pins.
They're giant, aren't they?
They're cool, huh?
Wow, you got the Bushwhackers there. Macho Man.
Sold a couple already. There was an Undertaker. Sold it.
That Hogan's sick. Ultimate Warrior. Oh, these are great. Where'd you find these?
I don't know. I must have bought like a big lot and they were just in there.
Yeah.
Sis.
Yeah.
These were $5 at Kmart when I was a kid. Surely it's still $5 now.
Nah, I think Ludwig
It's gotta
Vega
be
is
$5. Like,
Has he got all his digits?
200.
Has he got all
What
his
happened?
digits? He's
No,
missing a
missing
finger
one.
and he's still
Yeah.
200.
Well, you know where he lost
If we
it.
had them all, we'd be 500.
No, come on, bro.
Oh, you could 253. You wouldn't be unreasonable whatever it is.
Mint 35. Look at that.
After checking out those Hasbros, I checked out these party plates that Lucas had on offer, and also this another promotional thing it looked like, Series 2 cards, but in a a card back, which was strange. But yeah, here's the napkins. I have these, but not the wrestling ones. I have Empire Strikes Back ones, which is around the same time frame where they were doing this design. Now, he was pointing out that this is the very first Hulk Hogan figure released in Japan. This is his rookie figure, and he was selling it for a very good price, $350 all day long. Every wrestling fan in Australia is so jealous of this Elimination Chamber display that Lucas has been able to procure.
Hey,
I just made
$20.
$20. I would have been losing it.
Fresh, what'd you pick up? You pick up some of these bad boys.
I did. I got.
Just had them in the vlog, and again, you've snapped them up just as I'd filmed them.
I had to get a Bert pin.
There it is.
Like until Mattel do a decent Brett, it's Bert. I got Jim, a bit of Halliwell,
Oh yeah, Hellwig.
and a bit of Randy.
There he is. There's a Julian James sporting a
See this one here?
Planet of the Apes shirt.
Are you,
Look at that.
See, he's pissed. You know how many they sold of these? The
Oh.
Hulk Hogan?
How many?
100 million.
100 million.
that's a big one.
That's a big one.
Jeez, that is a lot of Hulksters.
Look, Michael's
Bro,
trying to hand
it's
out
pretty
Renegades flyers. Why don't you buy something if you're going to hand out flyers?
What's that doing? I'll have to put a beep in there on the vlog.
Terrible.
After saying g'day to Chris Fresh there and Julian and Mikey, Lucas was showing us this awesome ECW World Heavyweight Title replica belt. And Bo actually picked this up on the day. So congrats, Bo. It is going home with you. Look at that. I then made my way to the back room where they had quite a few vendors there as well. Check out this giant T-Rex. So cool. Look at that. I don't know how you could even fit that in the car. It was so big. Very, very cool though. There's that Boba Fett that I'm still umming and ahhing about. But I love this display that they had. This is Ricky's stand. Toy legend of Melbourne, Ricky. Giant Big Show there. He had Bret Hart Basic. He had The Rock there as well in slacks. Who else did he have? Chris Jericho, Ryback. I actually really dig that one. That's a cool figure with that design. And Ricky, look at this. He had a gift for me. He's been saying for weeks, are you going to come to Malvern? I'll hook you up with a little gift ski. And he did. The Encyclopedia of WWE. So really looking forward to looking through that. Thank you so much, Ricky. Now, this is not Ricky's stand. This is a different person's stand. This is the Super 7 guy. He always has lots of reaction figures. I spoke to him about those Beatles figures, but he didn't know what they were. He was just selling them, so pretty interesting. This seller had a lot of wrestling. I actually ended up purchasing something from him on the day, but I wanted to feature his actual other figures that he had on sale. Some really cool things. That Cora Jade, which I'd never seen in the wild before, so that was cool. A lot of other ones, Sami Zayn, British Bulldog, Bam Bam Bigelow, lots of stuff. And he also had this Thunder Lips Hogan, the Jakks Pacific. So cool. Now here's Glenn from Ultimate Figure Protection. Look at him with a big grin on his face, proudly displaying this real Ghostbusters figure that I own, and now I have the perfect display case for it. So thank you so much, Glenn. This seller, again, I don't know your name. I apologize in advance, but he had this amazing Star Wars skateboard for sale, still in its wrapping. Unbelievable. And check out this warning. It says skateboarding is fun, but it can be dangerous. Skateboarding safety code. So it was underneath the bubble, underneath the wrapping, but it had never been ridden. The only thing wrong with it was one of those guards on the side had broken, but I was so tempted to take that home. It was so cool. Check out these Mad magazines, guys. Remember these? This hit my nostalgia button hard. I haven't seen a Mad magazine in years. And you know they're Australian because it says Australian Mad on the cover. So much fun. Spy versus Spy, remember that? That was just great. Yeah, this seller had some really, really cool retro stuff. Guns N' Roses Tour Australia 1993. The sticker with the Triple M and the Coke logo. Whack that on your bumper. Look at this dude for Halloween. Had this great little skateboard as well. Obviously would have been some old keychain. There's a skull. I know Vinny would love this, my buddy Vinny. This retro Rip Curl sticker. Who didn't have that on their locker as a kid in the 80s and 90s? Come on. He had some great retro stuff at this stand. Some Matchbox cars. He had these really cool vintage cars here as well. A tank. Check out that tank. So sick. This little TV. That's rad. Now, I didn't know what this was. It was a Rolling Stones something. It has like this little peep thing on. Maybe it was like if you put your eye up to it, you could see an image possibly. There's a dragon there. I know Frank Fritz loved his tin cars. I'm sure he would have loved that. That giant head, I'm not sure what that was. The seller was in a conversation at the time, so I couldn't really talk to him about his stand, but he had such cool things. I'm pretty sure that's like a Rat Fink wax statue, and here's like a Dracula statue. Check that out. Now, this seller had so many mint on card figures, it was quite overwhelming. He had Captain Planet mint on card, like every figure, man. Like if you wanted to start a Captain Planet mint on card collection, this dude could hook you up. Had so much cool stuff. Wow. The Daily Bugle there. He had these retro Spider-Man. Look, it's Rhino. He's got horns on his head and a six-pack. What an awesome figure. He also had these great Inspector Gadget mint on card figures. So awesome. So awesome. He had Real Monsters as well. Now, I wasn't really a Real Monsters guy, but I do remember this last one here with the monster holding up his eyeballs. I definitely remember him. So cool. I think his name's Crumb, it looks like. He also had a lot of great things on display here as well. There's a nice panning shot of all the figures and boxed play sets that he had on sale. Now here's the fig pin. I had a quick chat with this seller as well. Giant XL fig pins and also some other quite large pins here as well. I'm not sure where you would actually pin these. They kind of look like as big as action figures. But still super cool. And he showed me he had a fig pin collection of the Mandalorian as well in the box, 165. So highly collectible, obviously. Very, very collectible. He also had some loose retro G.I. Joes for sale. This one piqued my interest. Look at this. What is going on with this G.I. Joe? He's turned into a big slug or something. Unbelievable. Some retro vintage TMNT there on sale as well on the day this vendor had. A cool Batman toy, which was really bizarre. And look, there's Darth Sidious there for $15 all day long. Who else did he have? Boss Nass from episode 1 as well. Who else? Oh, Burnt Anakin. This is cool. He is burnt up. Look at his eyeballs. The before and after, the 2-pack, poor Anakin Skywalker, and also some Jango Fett's there, and a see-through Jango as well. Now, this seller, John Bergos, check out the stuff this dude had. I wanted to film this stand because I knew John couldn't make it on the day, but I know he would appreciate this stand. He had a lot of stuff which was, I really feel is up John's alley. A lot of Mego stuff, Remco stuff, which was cool. Look at this see-through one. Like, pretty sure that's Omega, or not Mega Man, but it's some kind of name. I do forget. I apologize, Buttners. But look at this Pink 5. That was like $400. Crazy stuff. He had this really cool car. Man, here's a Mego. No, yes, Mego on card. He said he had all of the Fantastic Four, but he was just displaying this one. $698. So just $2 shy of 700. He had this costume and mask monster set, which was super cool. He had a dude in a tiger mask riding a car all day long. He had the mummy, which we figured out actually had a Frankenstein head. So a bit of a head swap, because there's Frankenstein there, Remco as well, $550. Not cheap, but if you're into this kind of thing, you save up and you get it, guys. That's just the name of the game. There's Remco Dracula, super, super cool. Great artwork on those boxes with the clear box as well. Ultraman, it's just come to me. It's Ultraman. Look at him. You can take his helmet off. And he had this great, super cool toy there. I don't know what it was, but man, how cool is that? Look, Ultraman went for a tumble, but that was him. That wasn't me. Can't blame me for that one, bro. And there's Skippy. Only $35 for Skippy, though. It was a mirror trace set. Who remembers Skippy, the bush kangaroo? Good on ya. And let's finish up on this stand with these great Pez dispensers. Check out these Matchbox cars. I really tried on the day to film not just the stuff that I get into, but also stuff that other people enjoy. So hopefully I'm giving you a good snapshot here, Buttners, of everything that was on offer. There was the DeLorean there, obviously. This super cool Barbie car. Imagine that being featured in the NASCARs, man. So cool. And he had the party wagon as a Hot Wheel as well. So rad. By Mattel. Now, back here at this seller who always has the Ghostbusters stuff, I wanted to feature this because look at this. Here's these Kiss figures, and they're actually holding the figures in the promotional photo. So if you have a quick look, here's this one, and he's holding the toy. Look, he's holding the toy in front of him. How cool is that? Here's Gene Simmons with the Axe bass guitar. Pretty sure that's why we call it an axe these days. And he's holding his own toy as well for the promo photo. And there's the Star Child right there. Look at that, holding his toy. So, so cool. What a rock star. Unbelievable. And so I just want to have one last look at all of these bagged figures on the day. He had some Power Rangers there. He had some vintage Star Wars. More vintage Star Wars there as well. So much on offer. Big John Studd. Who else did he have? The Ghostbusters Snapper Ghosts as well. And look at this one. Now this one here is a Cardassian, sorry, not a Kardashian. Borg. But like a super, super big one. There's Zangief there. Toxie from the Toxic Crusader. Oh my gosh, Black Series R2-D2, guys. How rad is that? Black Series Biker Scout, $80. That's a good price for a Biker Scout, eh? There's Sagat as well. Now this seller had a defining moment Sting. And I'm pretty sure it was the only wrestling figure they had because most of the stuff was like other things, but he also had this great box of Atari games. There was Space Invaders, Pole Position. They had Combat as well. What else did they have? Another Space Invaders. That was so popular, Space Invaders, back in the day on the Atari. He had these cool box sets, Super Hit Pack, where you got like 5 games in one. Another one, Super Hit Pack. Look at that. Frogger, Stampede. This seller, back at Kadav Collectibles just for a moment. Yeah, blink and you miss it. He had that cool comic book. Here's an anime Witcher Ciri character. I was saying to the vendor on the day, it's a shame they put so much bubbling on it because you can't see it so well in the box. But he also had these highly articulated anime characters, which were super, super cool. High-end items. These are high-end items, these things. There's Optimus Prime as an anime character, as well as Megatron. Also had Rogue as an anime character. Super, super cool. But again, super expensive. So you got to save up if you want that stuff in your collection. Now, what is a modern and vintage and modern Toy Fair vlog without some power of the force? I tell you, Buttoners, it's nothing. Look, there's Yak Face with the hologram graphic on the front. And look, there's Bib Fortuna. Danielle, you're watching? Look, it's Bib. Bib Fortuna. You've already got one. Hey, look, there's George Lucas as a stormtrooper. That's a rare piece. You don't see that every day, Buttoners. But you're seeing it today on the vlog. Lucky you. I'm losing it, guys. We're 35 minutes in. Fantastic. Also had all these great things here on display and on sale. This double pack X-Men Marvel Legends. Unbelievable. He had a tank on sale. Pretty sure he had all these cool VHS as well. Let's lift up that tank and look at that. Babylon 5, I believe. Who knows? Now, it took me a while to figure out what this figure was, but it was actually Monty Python and the Holy Grail. How cool is that? Didn't even know they did toys for that. Look at that grin on his face. My goodness. So cool. I was back at Ricky's stand and look at this. He had this great CD case that you press the button and it shoots out and everyone wants to buy it. And Ricky's like, no, it's just for display. And I want it too, Ricky, because how cool is it? Put all your vintage games in there right next to your PlayStation 1 and you've got an amazing display. Look, SpongeBob SquarePants. Can you go wrong? I don't think you can. Look at Ricky's display. Now, he tried a little bit of a different display because he only had 2 stands this time. Usually he buys about 3 or 4, but he only had 2. So he went with a different way to display his figures that he had on sale, which was very inviting. You could go into the display and check it all out. He had lots of loose stuff as well. So much cool stuff at Ricky's stand. What else? He had these micro Kane and Undertaker figures, which I actually already own. Otherwise, I would have asked how much they were. Some Street Sharks, which you see quite often now at these events. There's a vintage Motu figure there. What else did he have? Fernando as well, his partner in crime, had a lot of stuff on sale as well. So cool. There's Mario riding Yoshi. He had some Pez dispensers, a Lost figure, and they wanted to point out these Yu-Gi-Oh! Dinosaur or dragons. If I'm getting that wrong, I apologize, but he's about to show me these boxed Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, which apparently are super expensive and hard to find. So if this is up your alley, guys, check it out. So there's a box deluxe Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon and another one as well, a green one. So yeah, Fernando was mentioning how rare they are. Super cool. And let's finish with this $3,000 Wonder Bread He-Man. That is an exclusive piece and you'll only find it at either Fernando's stand or possibly one day at Lobo's, because that is a high-end piece. Fernando also had this Mighty Max Shrunken Heads. Look at this. Look at this, Scott Crusher. That one's for you. Do you need it? Let me know. You had a Bucky O'Hare card as well, which was super cool, just in front of those PS1s, and also this G.I. Joe Street Fighter 2 mashup figure from Capcom. Super cool. Fernando also had these Predator figures. How cool is this one? Now, I don't collect these, but man, I don't know why I don't, because they're so cool. Red, translucent, the ultimate Predator as well he had, and some more of those mint-on card ones there. So cool. Guys, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end. We're going to have some interviews here at the very end of the vlog, so strap in for those. This seller had some pop vinyls, so many pops, some Star Wars, some Batman, TMNT figures from NECA, I believe, as well. So cool. What else did they have? Some Marvel Legends, some New School Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also behind there, some Batman, some Star Wars. So much cool stuff on offer. All right, I'm going to lose my voice. Let's go to the interviews. So I stopped off at the Gamers Closet. Let's check in with the boys.
All right, I'm here with Yoshi and Brandon of the Gamers Closet, and I've bought so much stuff from you guys over the years. This is where I bought my Dude Love.
Yeah.
I bought the Lady Death stuff the other week.
Yeah.
And I just want to have a little look to see if there's any awesome nightmares on these cards. It's my favorite thing. Let's do a reveal. Blank. No nightmare on that one. Oh, are they all blank? Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Poverty. Someone was scared of poverty. What else? Blank. What does that say? Oh, I can't tell. It was rubbed out. Snakes. Yes. Snakes. Blank. Oh, that's been rubbed out. Hard to see what that was. Being eaten alive, buried alive. Final one. Wow. Just a look at gift. Look it open. Yeah, how classic is that artwork? That is sick. Did you put it together? Make sure they're all there? You did?
Yeah.
That would have been a fun afternoon. That's what I did when I got the Star Wars one. I'm like, oh, I'll put it together.
Yeah.
That's it.
That looks cool. Like,
Oh, it's
I
rad.
wish I could put it in a frame. But
Ghostly Galleon as well. We were just talking about. So awesome. We'll show the back of it. Look at that. Yeah, that's sick, dude. And Brandon here, he's been gracious enough. I got so many gifts today. I feel so loved. I had a smaller one before. He's giving me a nightmare game. It's just missing one piece. So now I've got to be on the hunt to find that piece.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how I go.
hopefully it goes good.
That's it. Nightmare. Get in. Thanks, bro. All good. All right, I'm here with Gianni. What do you got, son? What'd you pick up at Toy Fair today, bro?
Picked up a bunch of X-Men Marvel Legends.
Wow.
$15 a piece.
$15.
And for this Cyclops,
Whoa. So many goodies.
yeah, we've got Jean Grey here. There's Wolverine in there. It's a steel. A steel ski.
A steel ski. And show us that Gene Simmons that you picked up, bro. Let's have a look. Wow.
This was actually the first action figure I ever got when I was a kid.
Really? This exact one?
But I opened it and wrecked it. So
Fantastic.
What? That's fantastic. Hey! What's up? It's nostalgia, buddy.
It's Raph! Look at him! There he is. I gotta get the actual. Here it is. Here it is. Turtle Power on Instagram. Look at that. Turtle Power Dude. Follow the Turtle Power Dude.
Hit us up if you want to get some pizza.
Hey! Well, there you have it, guys. Another massive day at the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. And I gotta tell you, I was feeling the love. So many gifts from punters, from fans of the channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to run over some of the purchases and some of the gifts that I was given today at the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. Starting off with Ricky Boy. He's been telling me he had something for me. He's like, are you coming to the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair in Malvern? And I'm like, I'll be there. He's like, have this, Dave. I know you love your wrestling. And I do. So I so appreciate this. The WWE Encyclopedia. There it is. So what a very thoughtful gift. Another seller on the day. I get a lot of my vintage real Ghostbusters from him. I apologize. I'm always too embarrassed to ask your name because I should know it by now. But he gave me these Hasbros because he couldn't sell them. They're missing too many fingers and the paint color is terrible on them, but they'll be fun to let my kids play along with. So there you go. Thank you so. I mean, they don't look too bad on the vlog. Look at that. Look at that Hasbro shine. Just don't look at those missing fingers. And look, I mean, the $1 Million Man. I mean, he's in pretty good nick apart from his tan. He's fell asleep in the sunbed in the wrong area. So there you go. I picked up this awesome Agent Carter from Majestic Video Superstore. Manny hooked me up. This apparently came in a 3-pack. And let's open it up. Let's check her out. All of her accessories are there. How cool is that? What a figure. So that'll be displayed proudly on the Marvel Legends shelf. Apparently she is from the comic books. So yeah, couldn't let that one just sit there. Super, super cool. So thanks for hooking me up there. Follow them, Majestic Video Superstore on Instagram. Absolute champions. What else? I picked up a Mandy Rose. So I did purchase this one. This one was from a seller who hadn't been at the stall before. And he gave me a good deal ski on this, 25 bucks for an Elite all day long. So that's going straight on the female talent shelf. Brendan, look at this. He gifted me Nightmare. Brendan, you champion. I'll throw up your ATS Gaming tag there as well, so you can check him out. He's always at the stalls. I got the Lady Death comics from him last week at the Geelong Toy Fair, and I also got my Dude Love from him. So he threw this in. We went through it. You'll see it in the vlog. It's missing the dice and it's missing one of the pieces. So that'll be a fun little treasure hunt for me to try to complete yet another Nightmare video board game, because I'm a sucker for it. Shane, the LJN Whisperer of Australia, or the Hasbro Vintage Wrestling Figure Ring Whisperer of Australia, hooked me up with 4 ring posts on the house, because I told him how I have this ring. Here it is. The LJN ring. It's huge. I've got to need some TLC. I've got to get rid of all these marks, but I reckon a bit of magic eraser will clean this up. And the decals are all really, really clean on this. They're all original. Some are lifting up, but I've seen them in worse condition. So there it is there. There's the LJN ring and the logo on the front. So I'm hoping to piece this together. I just need the ropes now and some turnbuckles. So if anyone has them, reach out. I'd love to complete this. That would be super fun. But thank you so much to Shane for gifting these to the channel. And because these are rare. So I really appreciate that, Shane. You're a dead set champion. And one more. As soon as I walked in, I was presented this by, let's have a look. Oh, that's really stuck there. Here we go. This was from Kadav Collectibles. There they are, Chris and Tareen. So please follow them. They're online store. They've got an eBay store. And you can email them as well. Kadavcollectibles@gmail.com. So yeah, follow their journey there. You can pick up some stuff. And they gifted this to the channel. I filmed their stall at the Giant Toy Fair, and they mentioned that, and they appreciated it, and they said that they'd watched the vlog, and they saw how much I loved. I just marked out for these old school WWF items, and so they've gifted them to me. So let's open them up. Let's check out what is included. Oh my goodness, how sweet. Get the scissors in there. Here we go. Christmas has come early on Nostalgia Button. All right, the first one is Extreme Rolling Action WWF Sliders. This is The Rock, Ken Shamrock, and The Undertaker. Look at that. So I think it was a game where you would throw or kind of push these guys against a target. So there's the target there. You can see, no, this way, sorry, there he is. Yeah, so there's Stone Cold. He's getting pushed up against that sign. And I'm pretty sure I spied, yes! Look at this. Kane! There's the Kane one. So this one came with Kane, Stone Cold, and it looks like the Big Boss Man. There's so many to collect. My goodness. $19.99. They would whack a logo on anything, and I love it. I love it. And finally, they also included this World Wrestling Federation Bungie's The Game. Bungie's The Game. Look at this, buttoners. What is this game? So it would come with collectible medallions, 6 superstar heads and over 50 medallions to collect. So I've gotten The Undertaker and The Rock. You play, you trade, you collect. 8 metal medallions inside, over 50 to collect. Metal medallions. Wow. Bungees. Oh, I think these are like Tarzos. It's like the WWF version of Tarzo's buttoners. How cool is that? Thank you so much. That will display so, so well in the wrestling collection. How sweet. Thank you, Kadav Collectibles. And last and no means least, then from Ultimate Figure Protection, I was able to pick up a case for my final real Ghostbusters mint-on card figure that didn't have one. So now this is really well protected. It looks so cool. Look at that, guys. So this is the Italian version of this figure. This was the very first thing from memory that I've actually purchased at Lobo's. Back when they were in their old location, before they were on St. George's Road where they are now, Dennis hooked me up with this. And this was one of the very first, if not the first, things I purchased from Lobo's Collectibles. And it's just so great to finally have this in a nice display case from Ultimate Figure Protection. So thank you so much, Glenn. Well, there you have it, guys. I've got a couple more vlogs dropping in the next few weeks. I've got still 2 more vlogs from my Geelong trip and 1 unboxing video. And that'll probably take us right up to Christmas because I don't release videos very often. But if something pops up, you are guaranteed that I will make a little video for it. If you did make it this far, you're a champion. Thanks. If you could hit the like button, if you could subscribe, and then hit the notifications bell as well so you never miss a video, and keep up with everything happening on the button. Thank you, buttoners. Love you. See you next time. Stay safe. Oh, yeah.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up on the street. Nostalgia.